Now we're on.
All right. We're going to wait a minute and let people get on here. There's 13 of you. Now it's 29 of you. How is everyone? Are we paused?
I'll pause that.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop the chat out there.
We are a little early. We weren't even planning to go live tonight, but we just thought we needed to. There's Natalie. Hey, it's Good Life.
Hey, Nat.
Gemini.
There you go.
How are all of you? I've missed a lot of you.
Everybody enjoying nice weather or crazy weather right now?
So we are going to, we won't beat around the bush. We're going to give y'all Shindig info. We thought we'd wait just a minute, let everybody get in here, but we're not going to put it off till the end or anything, so don't think we're going to do that to you. We've actually been out looking for a calf that's missing and just kind of got in and got cleaned up. And we've talked with Jess and Jeremiah. And so we're just going to share with y'all what we decided, give you some info and details, all that kind of stuff. So it looks like there's several people in here. I don't know how to tell how many, but
Let me go back over here.
65.
No, there's only 65 watching. 68.
All right, so let's just get right to it.
Don't beat around the bush.
No.
After much deliberation, we are sad to say that we are going to cancel the Shindig for 2020. It was
Yes.
a very, very hard decision.
We've wrestled this around for days, really for a week or more, maybe 2 weeks now. But we just, has that stuck?
Looks like it.
Okay. I'll just give you the reasoning. We feel like that in the best interest of you guys, y'all are coming in from all over the country, and literally there was people coming from all over the world, that I said this tonight on our call with Justin Jeremiah, and we all agreed on this. If we had it and someone came that did not know they were sick, because we're hoping and believing that this won't be as bad. Jeremiah said that earlier, and we totally agree. We're believing it's not going to be as bad as it's been portrayed. But even if someone comes and they are ill and they don't know it yet, and they infect someone there, and someone, worst case scenario, dies as a result of coming to the Shindig, we're not willing to do it even to take a chance on one person.
No.
It's just, there's a verse in 2 Timothy, I think, that says, for God has not given you a spirit of fear. And so we're not living in fear here, but the verse goes on to say, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And so this is where the sound mind comes into play. We just feel like the wisest thing to do right now is protect all of you, and as well as protect ourselves. Because we all know we're going to get there and hug. We're just gonna. It's just like at church. We hug every Sunday.
Handshakes, hugs.
So.
And you're going to be right there in close contact with each other.
Yeah. And so we're just trying to do what is best and use our sound mind. We're hoping and praying and believing that this is not going to turn out to be as bad. But Ben has done a lot of research, over the last few days. I have as well. And, oh, Mimsy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to cut short. I hate that. We weren't even planning to go live and decided to jump on here for a minute with Shindig info. But some of the research, and I know there's a lot of things being canceled. I think a lot of it is not necessarily that they think they can stop this from going around, because I think that's way too far too late. But it's to slow it down so we don't all have it at the same time and deplete our hospitals' resources and doctors and nurses' abilities to care for us should we need it. So, oh,
Cheryl,
Cheryl, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I hope it's just a regular flu and not the bad one.
Yeah, the regular is bad enough.
Yes, I've had it twice.
The house on Avera Road. Is this Mark? Glad to have you.
Yeah, we know that there's going to be people out there that disagree with the decision. It was a very, very tough decision. There's going to be people that there was going to be people that disagreed if we went ahead and had it. We know that one way or the other, somebody's not going to agree, but ultimately the decision come down to our family and y'all.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants anybody that they know and care about to get sick.
Right.
And we deeply care about all y'all.
We do. And I shared with y'all last week, my mom just had a stroke. So we're still dealing with that. She's doing great, and we're waiting on an appointment with a specialist, but I cannot get her sick right now. I just can't. Her or my dad. My parents are a little bit older, and so I have to think about, I'm in that weird stage of life. I have to think about my kids as well as my parents. And as well as all of you. And I know you're there too. You've got family to think of. It's just where we are.
Cast Iron Mama, I think that's coming to Arkansas. Arkansas just really took off. We had one case one day. The next day it popped up to 6, and it's just going to start. It's going to start growing in all states.
Yeah.
We know it's coming. I mean, this hasn't been here, 3 weeks and maybe a month in the United States, and now it's almost in every state in the United States. So it's coming. It's
one of the ones they think has it here in Arkansas is a nurse at Arkansas Children's Hospital. So you can just imagine how far-reaching that's going to be.
And on that, I found out today that a coworker of mine has been in contact with somebody that's been in contact with that nurse. So
right.
It'd be like third-hand contact, but I mean, that made me think right there.
That's why we're here tonight, and we just had a phone call with Jess and Jeremiah just because
I
we
know
felt
how
like
I
that
felt.
was our responsibility. So I hate it. I mean, I have hundreds of bars of lotion, bottles of soap. We have plants started. The kids have eggs hatching.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. They're going to do with 200 and something chicks if they all hatch.
Right. So but we just feel like no matter what, that's the best thing to do. So we be patient with us.
Yes.
We are going to refund all money. We're going to refund all ticket money. We're going to refund all the vendor fees. But mainly that is going to come down to this guy right here. It's a one-man job because he's the one that has worked endless hours getting it all together. It's really not something, although Jess and Jeremiah have offered, they would love to help. I would love to help. It's not really something we can help with. It's going to be him going through. We're in contact with Eventbrite to see if they will refund us because there's lots of fees associated just by using their services. We're not sure yet, but we don't care. We're refunding y'all anyway, whether they refund us.
It's just going to take a little while. I tried calling Eventbrite yesterday, and I don't know if it's to do with this or what, but all phone communication to Eventbrite is shut down. They told me to communicate through email. I've sent them an email. They've sent me back a generic email. So I've got to figure out how can I do it? How can I do a mass, if I can do a mass cancellation and refund everybody.
That would be awesome.
But through the cancellations that have already came, the cancellation request, I have to go into each one of them and cancel them in Eventbrite. And then I have to go to my PayPal and refund the money through PayPal. So it's a two-step process. And with 5, 6, no.
That's sweet. Some people are saying to donate their money. You don't have to do that. We want to give it back. Someone said, can we get lotion in lieu of a refund? I probably actually will sell the soap and lotion, so be watching for that online.
But just be patient with me.
Yeah.
Like I said, looking at it right now, there's 812 tickets. So this was going to be an amazing event.
Yeah.
I've got to cancel with our caterer.
We've got a speaker we had paid for to come speak to you also. We got a lot of people to contact. So, and people are saying, is it going to be rescheduled? At this time, no. Just because it's such a crazy time that we feel like just the best call for right now is to just call it canceled. I'm not saying there won't be one later down the road or next year or whatever, but I guess right now our only conversations have been what to do about this one right now. And then the event center, they will allow us to cancel. That's not their policy. When we put the down payment, it was with agreement we would not get a refund.
Yeah.
But this is extenuating circumstances, and they're graciously, their board meeting met. The board met
in a meeting last night.
Sorry, I can't talk.
Called him yesterday. He said they was actually having a board meeting last night. He would ask. Graciously, they said yes, they will allow us to get our refund on that.
Yeah, so they are going to refund. So
awesome, Tiller Hiller out there.
So we are going to be working on that.
Also, I called, and this is for y'all's information, I called both of the hotels that I'd recommended and worked with. They will both work with you on getting you a full refund. I'm pretty sure the Best Western was 24 hours in advance of when your first booking night was. I think the Microtel was 48 hours.
So just go ahead.
But that is if you booked through them. Now, if you called in, I don't know, Expedia or whatever, you're going to have to probably go through Expedia. But everybody that actually called them, you can call the front desk there. And
Natalie actually was flying in from California to help us do the emceeing. We were so appreciative of her, and we had her check on airline since she was flying, and they told her like a number of hours they would refund.
Natalie, if you're still on here, you can post that on there. How many hours?
It wasn't much, so that you should be able to get a refund on your flight. So anyway, I hate it because I feel like everything's been canceled. I don't know if y'all are keeping up with it, but the gathering was canceled. And then one thing that helped make our decision, this wasn't the deciding factor by any means, but we're all big fans of Baker Creek, and they've already canceled April's. They have a spring, not a spring planting day, but they have one Sunday a month. They have a day where you can come out. It's like a mini festival. They canceled that for April, and the spring planting festival. They're a huge thing that attracts like 10,000 people for May. So that jumped a month ahead of our event. Hold on just a minute. The timer's going off.
Is it cookies?
No, it's apple crumble.
Oh, that's good too.
So when they canceled, it really was like, okay, are we going to push through and do this? I don't know.
So do y'all have any questions on here before we get off? We're not going to stay all night. I don't know. We're kind of at a loss. Kind of course, upset.
I actually, though, when we made the okay, I'll give you an apple crumble recipe soon. But when we made the decision a while ago, I've felt kind of just really heavy hearted the last few days. That's like all we've talked about.
I've actually been thinking, talking, and praying about it for over a week now. Because when it first started, I'd actually said something to Jeremiah. I said, I'm not having a good feeling about it, but I don't know.
But now that we've made the decision, I feel peace about it. Do you?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
I'm disappointed because, like I was naming the things that have been canceled, most homestead events are canceled for the foreseeable future. So,
it was. I guess I don't know. There's so many aspects to look into that make it so hard, because planning the event, getting so excited. I mean, the thing is right here. Like Andrea said, everything that she's got made, the plants that I've got started. I know Jess has got so much started. I know all of y'all have probably, all y'all have been looking so forward to it. All the vendors making so many plans to come.
Just
And
wanting to
now-
get together.
Yeah.
But
and now turn around and undo all that we did. So
I'm going to
I
be
do
honest,
feel
though,
like it's the right decision.
I really hope that this is a whole lot of hype and that it doesn't affect. Well, I hope that no one from this point forward, no one dies from it. But I was talking to my mom this morning, and you keep hearing on the news, don't worry about it. All those people that died in Washington were in a nursing home. And that bothers me because my parents are older. And that basically sounds like people are saying, well, those people are expendable and they weren't important. So you younger people that are really important, you're going to be fine. And I don't like that attitude because those were somebody's family and there's people that love them. And so I don't want anyone to lose their life over this. I'm sorry to get on my soapbox, but that's just how I feel. I don't think you should say that. That's kind of insensitive to older people. And we would not be here if it wasn't for those older people. So,
one thing I do ask y'all is don't panic.
yeah.
Don't panic. Don't go crazy like a bunch of these people.
But be prepared.
Yes, always be prepared. I mean, we live prepared.
I also
you've
don't
seen
like
her canning shelves and her pantry and all that. We live prepared. But
yes, and I don't like there's people that are like just degrading people for like getting prepared. Get prepared. That's your personal choice.
Yeah.
Be proud of it if you're ready.
Yeah.
I don't think that's panicking. I think that's prepared.
I've seen several posts today on Facebook about the homeschoolers and the homesteaders and the preppers and all that. We're normal.
I don't know about normal, but
they consider us the cool kids now.
I've had a lot of people say, I'm coming to your house. And
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how many people can come to our house. But, Amanda said that all of us have showed her how to be somewhat of a homesteader. Be prepared, not paranoid. That's a good motto, Menzies.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, who's laughing now?
Yes, trust God and prepare. That's right. So, Rena is who has the son that I said happy birthday to, Drew. So, you get a second happy birthday, Drew.
You gonna
He's
sing
16.
You gonna sing happy birthday?
No, I'm not gonna do that on here. But we're in the 15, 16 age range around here too, aren't we?
Ridge Life, are you just now joining in?
Yeah, there's no shindig. That's the news of this live stream.
That's the sad news.
Yeah, it's the sad news. We've decided that in everyone's best interest to cancel it.
And I know a lot of y'all have taken vacation and had your plans already made for it. And some of you probably can't change your vacation, but
I hope you can.
We really hope so, and we hope y'all understand.
Aw, Terry said we're her favorite YouTubers.
Oh.
Do we have her adoption papers ready? Do you like teenagers? Because we're up to our eyeballs with teenagers.
I don't think I'll have problems selling the plant starts.
Maybe not the chicks either, I hope.
Yeah, I'll probably give a lot of them away to fellow church members, people that need the help. So
yeah,
it'll all turn out good.
Oh, she said her daughter's crying. Aw, is it because she's sad and wanted to come, or because I said happy birthday to Drew? Because I can say happy birthday to her too, even though it's not her birthday. We can even sing to her. Just tell her not to cry. Ben will sing.
I can sing now. Makes the dogs howl.
Patty said we can adopt her too. We'll get my mom and dad out here, and it'll just be a big party.
Oh, school's already been closed just for one day and already bored. Board games. Come up with cool ideas.
That's what I told Lane and Emily too. I said, you're just gonna have to entertain yourselves here at home.
Teach them to garden.
Thank you, Country Homestead Preacher. Hope y'all are well. Like I told the kids, you can do lots of things outside without being around people. You can even get in your car and go places. Go fishing. things like that. Go hiking where you're not going in a enclosed store or something like that.
And that was one of the videos I was watching that just kind of nailed everything down, made it, I mean, just pretty much plainly put it, was
Puzzle. That's a good idea.
Everybody being in a tight spot. What this virus is you're breathing out the virus into the air. It's not you coughing. It's not you sneezing. What I understand about what research I've done on it, you are most contagious before you actually show signs of it. And some people aren't even showing that many signs. So
I think that's what's going to spread it. They're
Right.
saying kids and teens are not showing symptoms, but they're getting it, but it's so mild they don't even know they have it. So
But
that's
then-
good for them, but I
Right.
think it's going to spread it around.
but then being in closed buildings like we was going to be at the Shindig with hundreds and hundreds of people elbow to elbow and so many people just breathing. I mean, you're breathing everybody's air. That's what's happening. But that was the pretty much the deciding factor of how they described how it was going to be transmitted or how it's being transmitted. So I hope y'all understand. Where are all the thumbs up?
I thought about Albany Mountain said high school students will likely not have a graduation this year. I wondered about that.
There's a lot of crazy
Here in
things.
Arkansas, they've suspended spring sports for all high schools. So baseball, softball. That makes me sad because a lot of those kids that are seniors, I mean, they've waited and dreamed of their senior season, and now it's done for now.
If y'all are interested in this, I'm going to share it for you just because if you're looking into it, this is one of the best informative videos of information I have found on the virus. It's Joe Rogan Experience number 1439. And he's talking to a guy about it, and he really explains a lot in there.
Can you put it on here or no? No. I sure can't.
Nimsy, can you find that? You're awesome at it. Let me see if do you need me to redo it? Joe Rogan Experience number 1439. It's his podcast.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. It's kind of eye opening.
So one thing I do hope comes out of all this is that people, I know I've heard people say, people, as soon as this is over, will just go right back to their ways and won't try to grow any food or anything. They'll just go right back to their old ways. Well, I think some of that is true, probably a lot. I think there will be people that come out of this and think, not again. I'm going to be prepared the next time. And so I think we do have an opportunity to like minister to people and show them our way of life. And maybe they've never gardened before and they may, want to start. So I just say take every opportunity you can. Teach people what's working for you.
Looks like it.
So anyway, that is where we are.
Please, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
And like I've been telling my mom and dad, I talked them into stocking up on a few things. They're not homesteaders or anything. They do help us as much, whatever we need, they help us, and they get meat from us and all kinds of stuff like that. But I said, don't go crazy, but go get some stuff so you can just stay home. I think that's just the best course of action right now is if you don't have to go. Now, there's people that have to go. Ben has to do his job. There's nurses that have to go. But if you don't, just take this as a time to spend time with your family, enjoy your kids being out of school, even if you have to kick them out for a few hours a day outside in the yard.
More reading your Bible, more praying time.
Yeah, just make some memories, and then maybe we can look back at this time with fondness, maybe instead of, maybe it won't be terrible. Thank you. Marilyn said I look very pretty.
You do. And she made an awesome supper.
Oh, that's even better, huh?
Mm-hmm. She knows my love language.
I did set off the smoke alarm though, and
I
I've done that a lot
I'm not going
lately.
to tell that. We've actually been laughing at her, telling her the food's done, the smoke alarm's going off.
Yeah. I roasted some Brussels sprouts in some bacon grease. And yeah, bacon grease at 400 degrees smokes.
Hey Jeff, I seen on one of your videos the other day you was hatching eggs. Do you have very many fixing to hatch, or how many were you planning on bringing to the shindig? I was just kind of curious. Yes, this is a new shirt.
It's not a VW shirt. It's just
Emily made it for me for Christmas.
Yeah. Life isn't perfect, but my beard is. We saw there's so many good beard shirts out there when her and I were making them. I want to mention too, a really great YouTube channel on here, That 1870s Homestead. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. I really like them. She shares a lot of good info. She's taught me how to make homemade shampoo and conditioner and all kinds of stuff. I just really like them. They're down to earth. She actually is in quarantine in her house. She has a video that came out today. I mean, I don't know all the technical terms of all the testing and stuff they're doing, but she had gone to Hawaii, I think, to visit one of their children that's in the military. I may not have all of this completely correct, but I'm pretty sure. And then she came back and got sick, and so they've got her in quarantine because they are thinking she has it. They've tested her and all that. She's waiting on results. I haven't seen that she got them yet. So, and she's actually just quarantined in her bedroom away from her family. So days and days in the same room would get to you quick. So give her some encouragement, because I'm sure she's on here. I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot else to do. So give her, I challenge y'all to go subscribe to them and just flood her with subscribers to lift her spirits. Thank you, Mimsies. That is their channel.
Yep.
I think you'll like them.
And he's got a cool beard too.
Yeah, he does. Her name is Rachel. I really like them.
Jeff said he's getting to keep all his.
That's what Emily said. Lane's was kind of bummed, and Emily was like, we'll raise them till they're full-grown chickens and laying and sell them for more. So she's always like the entrepreneur. She had made, I'm going to have to do a video of all the things we've done and maybe just sell them like on an Etsy store or something. But Emily had made all kinds of those teardrop earrings out of leather, all different prints and different things. She's really good at jewelry. She'd made a bunch of earrings that look like cow tags. They're so cute. She'd made a lot of stuff.
Any tips on getting a milk cow for the first time? Facebook, Craigslist.
Yeah. And if you find one.
I'd say know what you're looking for in one. I would always want to test it. Somebody was messaging us the other day. They had gotten one from somebody, and they'd had milk cows before, but this one kicked and kicked and kicked, and then it ended up getting mastitis. So
it kicked at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some are kickers and they won't stop. So go watch them milk her if you can, and see if it kicks. Because if it's a kicker, it'll kick every time. It'll kick them too. Two, I would look at their bag and I would just make sure it's not hanging too low, because they have ligaments that holds that big bag of milk up that wear out over time. And if it's low, it's going to swing around and they're going to kick it and get mastitis.
No good.
It's no good, and it'll only get worse.
Worse and worse.
Three, I would, when you go look at it and watch them milk it, make sure it has 4 good quarters, because there's a lot of cows out there that only have 2 or 3. We have some of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can get those cheaper.
You can, and there's nothing wrong with them, but I would just ask so you know what you're getting.
Big Wade, yes, we do have turkey season. It is fast approaching too. And me and Lane was just riding around looking at the pasture for starting to rotational graze our cows, and we run across probably a flock of 15 to 20. Seen a few longbeards in it. Kind of got the blood pumping a little bit, ready for turkey season. So I guess on the bright side of things, since the shindig is not happening, we'll be going turkey hunting.
Okay, Doc said, what is the name of that movie app I mentioned in today's video? It's Family Play, but that's just a setting on, what's it called?
I was reading Jeff's comment.
What's that called?
What?
that Family Play is on. It's a free movie
It's
watching.
Vudu.
Vudu, which is free.
The Vudu app is free, but
And
you have
then
to buy the movies on there.
some
Most-
of them. Some
Most of them. There's some free ones with
And
ads
then-
and things like that.
Family Play is just a setting on there that you turn on. And if
Yes.
it's a bad scene, it just skips it. It's never skipped enough that the movie didn't make sense. We didn't even know it skipped anything really. So yeah. Our email is vwff@yahoo.com. So like I said, we'll probably at some point post some of the things we have for sale that could mail, like the soap, lotion, earrings, things like that. We can't mail chicks.
Can't mail you could mail chicks.
Yeah, I
but
don't
it'd
know
be a
the ins
hassle.
and outs. Rip says, should I buy one that has a calf? That's up to you. If you don't, you're milking every day.
I
If you
would.
do, it gives you flexibility. I would. If it had, I would definitely do that because you may think it's going to be awesome and fun, but it will get old and you'll want to go somewhere and it's just so much easier. Plus, then you've got a calf to raise up for either beef or a future milker, depending on if it's a bull or heifer. It's just good all around. So there's Roots and Refuge. You can see they're sad. We're
Yep.
sad.
All said.
So I know that Roots and Refuge is going to be, if it doesn't get canceled, at, is it one or two guys of the Mother Earth News Fairs?
Thank
So
you,
I know
John.
you can catch them at one or two of those. Thank you, John.
Yeah, in that video I shared there, or Minzy's sharing there, that guy's predicting it's going to be going for a while. So that's why I'm always saying, don't go crazy. Don't be showing out in stores fighting over toilet paper or whatever. But do prepare yourself, just in case.
In May and July, if they still have them. So y'all could catch them there. I don't know what plans we have for this year. It's so up in the air, and we are seriously in the get out of debt year for us.
And she gets that on her mind. She wants to stick to it, and I can't convince her otherwise.
Yeah. When I have a drive for something, it's like a freight train.
I kind of get sidetracked every once
Yeah,
in a while.
Ben's train runs off in the ditch and picks flowers, and then my train comes and like pushes him back on the track. But which is a blessing and a curse, I think. But
Maya, or is that Maya or Jess?
maybe both.
Maybe both.
Patty said this may help make my goal. It really might, because we're gonna be here. We'll be here at this farm.
Yep.
It's Maya.
What's Jess gonna do with all her extra plants now? Do you have any idea? Yeah, so that's the best way to get it. Then you don't have to get out.
Well, and even if this craziness dies down some and you don't want to get out, you always can use the grocery pickup services, like where you order it online and pay and go pick it up. I know a lot of my friends do that. They love it. They won't go shopping anymore, like in Walmart. So that would limit how much you have to get out if you feel like you're in the high risk category and you don't want to. Who is taking care of the hay? That would be Lane.
What's that? Putting it out?
Lane puts it out.
Yeah, Lane's putting it out.
Is it catapult? No TP being delivered to Patty's grocer till April. Wow.
Yeah, have you got on theirs recently?
Who?
As your
Yeah, I got a letter from them this week. They're actually redoing some of their routes to try to make it more efficient for the environment as well as for their company. And so some of the routes are going, they've always been 4 weeks apart. Now they're going 5 weeks apart for a couple of rotations just as they get these new routes going. Jenny said she came on late. Yes, we have decided, along with Jess and Jeremiah, we decided the best thing would be to cancel the shindig for everyone's safety. And we just feel like that's the wise thing to do. like I said earlier, it says in 2 Timothy, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So we're not living in fear, but we're trying to use our sound mind and
Be wise.
make the best decision for our families as well as, and especially all of you and your families.
Does Azure have toilet paper?
I don't know.
Hey Jeremiah, I wonder if you could sell them up there in town at that farm store. He said they have over 1,600.
Well, we have quite a few ourselves because those Hoss trays are no joke. They will hold like,
those things are awesome.
they'll hold like what?
169, 130. I don't remember. It's a bunch.
Yeah.
9 by 18.
Aw. Pine Knot said their new route's Wednesdays at 7. Yeah, that stinks.
Nope. Homestead Dreaming says they don't have toilet paper. For now or ever.
I don't know. I figure they do sometimes, but because they have about everything.
Hey, Stivers.
Hey, Stivers. And if you haven't heard, we have canceled the shindig. They were actually going to be on one of our panels. So we are going to be working on contacting all of them. Y'all are actually on this live stream. Some of the first to know. Jess was putting some posts up too, just to let everybody know and get the word out. We've got to get with all the speakers.
All the speakers, all the vendors,
yeah.
And then everybody that has paid. So if you're just getting on here, please be patient with us. Everybody that has bought tickets, everybody that's paid vendor fees, please be patient. We will full refund everybody out there.
Yeah.
I've just got to figure out the easiest, fastest way for me to do it. Because as of right now, the only way that I've been able to refund is 2 steps for everybody.
Good night, reap what you sow. Yeah, Ben is going to work on refunding all of you.
Hey, reap what you sow. Are you gone yet? I was going to ask him if they get to Kenny. Go ahead.
He is going to work on refunding all of the ticket sales as well as all the vendor fees, everything. We're going to refund everyone. So, yeah. But Eventbrite is hard to get a hold of on a good day. And now that all of this has went down, you cannot, you can't get a hold of them at all. They don't even have, like, is their phone down or something? Or
He just says the only way I can get a hold of them is by email. Well, I can't do, we're not going to send refunds by mail. Everybody that's purchased tickets have purchased them through Eventbrite, and when you purchase your tickets through Eventbrite, Eventbrite takes out a percentage of that ticket fee, and then that transfers over to PayPal to give us the money, which then again PayPal takes out their fee. So what I'm trying to figure out is all the hundreds of dollars that I've paid on all the Eventbrite fees, will I get refunded them?
We will or we won't. We're going to refund y'all whether we get
y'all are
refunded.
Getting 100%.
Yeah, whether we get refunded or not will be our problem. So that's just how it is. Hey, Green Dream. And I don't say that for pity. I don't want you to think that. That's just that decision's made.
Yeah.
We're refunding y'all.
Todd Jareth, one of y'all, and I could do it, but y'all probably do it faster. Let Kenny know that it's canceled. He was one of our food trucks. Was looking forward to some of that Cajun cooking. I paid my flight from Canada.
I'm glad it says paid the extra to be able to cancel it. I'm glad. That's good.
Yes.
Luke says, what kind of head gate do y'all recommend? I love our Preferred gate. That's what we have right now.
Mm-hmm. It is a used gate, and it does have its little.
It has its flaws, but once I'm stuck on something, I'm stuck on it. I'm a very loyal patron of things, and so I love the Preferred gate. It's my number one. But we've actually looked at a different one, and I will let y'all know if we get it and if I like it. But I have no problem recommending at this point Preferred to you. It's just we got it used. Someone had broken it and welded it back together, so it has a few little kinks. But
So when y'all pay your airline tickets, if you don't buy that insurance or whatever, you get it penalized or you don't get it back, or what's the deal there? Because I would figure in this instance here, way it sounds, the government is going to help the airline companies and the cruise line companies the money that they're losing. So I don't know. To me, I would feel like for everyone's safety that they would have to refund it, but I don't know.
yeah, and Natalie, I don't know if she's still on here, but she called about her flight, and they told her she could cancel. So
yeah. She was flying Southwest.
Just because you don't have the insurance, I would try. I would definitely try to get a refund.
Yeah.
In the midst of all this, for sure.
Patty.
Patty said she heard they were refunding all due to this mess. That's what I would think too.
Hey, Margie.
How are you tonight?
Yep, it wasn't an easy decision, but one we feel like we all made the right decision. All of us prayed about it, thought about it.
Yeah, we've basically talked and thought of nothing else around this house. Like, what are we gonna do? And so I don't know if y'all have heard, but Baker Creek has also canceled their spring planting festival for the 1st of May. So things are getting canceled even further out than the shindig was. So they've actually canceled, like, I think it's the College World Series, and it's in June. I think they wound up coming back and saying they would revisit it and see, but that's pretty good ways out. Stephanie says, now Jess has to figure out what to do with 2,000 tomato seedlings. Yes. We have a lot of plants ourselves, and we have soap, lotion, earrings, chicks, bunch of kombucha scobies, lots of stuff.
Yeah, we've kind of been saving up for the last year.
Thank you to y'all who are saying keep our your ticket money, but we want to refund it to you. So don't feel like you have to do that. You guys paid it of your hard-earned money, and we just want to refund it to you.
Yeah, I heard that NASCAR had canceled. Well, actually, the last I'd heard is they still gonna race, but no fans in the stands, and I thought that
weird.
would be weird. But even the basketball would have been weird too.
Looks like online sales coming soon for a lot of us. Yes. I'm thinking, are we maybe an Etsy store? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just a YouTube video that, yeah. Consider it Joy said, I've actually seen someone mail kombucha scobies in a little starter tea. I may do that if some of y'all are interested in just a SCOBY. Boston Marathon's canceled till September. Wow, that's a huge deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you got to look at it.
I actually know a girl who was going to run in that.
You got to look at it. How many things have been canceled? How many millions and billions of dollars are going to be lost?
Yeah. They're canceling studio audiences. I saw that Jeopardy, for one, because Alex Trebek is fighting cancer, so he did not want to risk exposing himself.
Did your SCOBY come in the tea, I guess?
Mine did.
I thought you got a dehydrated one.
I got that too, but it never worked as well as the one that came fresh in the tea. She Moved Mountain said, I mailed them via mail. I thought your thing said at first I mailed several via email, and I was like, how does that work? Mailing a SCOBY over email?
We're just going to have to figure out how to get on there and do an online store, I guess.
Yeah.
And Teespring, because there's some shirts out there we want to do. But it's just, man, it's busy. Like tonight, chasing cows around, getting them up, different reasons. And now it ain't going to be long, and hay season's going to be here again. But hey, we're getting to get outside. Getting to get in the garden, getting our hands dirty. Like yesterday, I got my toes in the mud.
Meemaw's Hippobilly said they canceled all K-12 schools till the end of the month in Illinois. They've done that in 4 counties so far here.
And they said if it gets in another county, they'll cancel all in that county.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet that is scary seeing the Army rolling around. It's real. I told Ben it feels like we are living in like a movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
I bet there'll be a lot more people start preparing a little more.
For the ones that really don't request a refund, can you consider it a super chat? If y'all insist that you don't want a refund, I guess we would have to accept that. But I just don't want y'all to feel like you have to do that.
And it depends. If, like I said, I'm really trying to get a hold of the Eventbrite people to see if I hit cancel the event, if that automatically refunds everybody.
That would be awesome.
That's what I really want to talk to them about.
If that happens, you're all getting a refund.
Yeah.
Because Ben is like already dreading all this. Because there's, what'd you say, how many tickets?
800.
800. Of course, that's not 800 orders, but you can imagine it's still a lot of orders.
A lot, especially when you got to do them in 2 different apps.
Sabrina, yep. She said her county, the schools are closed. My niece and nephew live down there in Maumelle. Nieces and nephew. And I think they're out too.
Yes, it is great to have homeschoolers. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't fight that too long.
It was long enough, though, wasn't it? But you will eat crow over it now.
I will. I was wrong.
Oh, good. Margie put in a new race.
I've seen those on Facebook. Hey, and if all y'all aren't, go join our VW Family Farm and Friends Facebook page.
The Sharon Homestead, it is off. Sad to say. It's off. We're refunding all ticket sales, all vendor fees, everything. It's going to take us some time. So just be patient with us. But, and we've had people say, is it on for next year? Is it on later? At this time, we're just calling it canceled. That's really all we could wrap our mind around at this time.
Well, it also, I'd called the fairgrounds about getting our refund for the deposit that we put down for rental. And the only times that they had available for us to do it was the end of July, 1st of August. That's our busy season in the hay. So there's several reasons we couldn't. So right now we're just looking at canceling for the year, or going to cancel for the year.
Yeah, it's not going to happen later this year, pretty much. It's too big of a thing to.
It takes a long time to put this together.
And
many hours.
So anyway, see it, even the Sparrow.
Hey, you need to get one of them automatic chicken doors. They are awesome.
They are awesome.
They're amazing.
It's pretty reliable too. I was afraid it'd work half the time and not. And the chickens be shut in there, but it's worked really well. Well, I think we are going to jump off here. We've got apple crumble to eat.
And coffee.
So we're sad, but I do feel a sense of peace about our decision. And thank y'all for understanding. I know y'all probably had reservations about coming, but you probably still wanted to. That's just where we all are right now. We don't know what to do. So we're just all trying to do our best. We love y'all. We really do care for y'all and don't want, not even one person getting sick would be acceptable for us to go ahead with it. So
but
we'll leave it at that.
Be paying attention to our upcoming videos. Anything we find out about the Eventbrite and the ticket refunds, if it's going to take y'all doing something, we will put that on a video.
Yes.
So I know y'all will, but just pay attention.
Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all later. Are you ready to hit stop streaming? Because this always takes us like 10 minutes.
Does it?
Sometimes.
You want to just go ahead and tell them bye?
We will see y'all later.
See ya.